Hi, this is going to be the water sign reading, which is Cancer, what can I think right now? Scorpio and Pisces, right, sorry. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. So this is going to be for the rest of February, from today to the end of February. Oh, I guess I should. Hang on, Denver, I'll be right there. I'm just doing the reading, okay? I'm here, I can hear you. I'm just doing the reading, okay? Pardon? Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm just in a PlayStation party with my son. So, just so I can hear him while he's playing. We like to be able to do that, talk back and forth when we're not together. Oh, sorry, I'm using the Precious Gems Oracle and the Lima Tarot, if anyone's interested. Okay, so let's see what's going on with water signs. So in your Sun, Moon, Rising, if you are a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this video should apply to you. Okay, so for your Oracle cards, we have the Dalmatian Stone, which says Inner Child, and it's the number 10. And you get the Orange Agate card, which says Vibrancy, and it's the number 21. Okay, so let's see. Inner Child and Vibrancy. So I feel like this is like telling, not telling, sorry, really in these next few weeks, you're really going to be letting your inner child show through, like, playing, doing that, like being like a kid again. Sometimes people, act like children in a fun way, like bringing passion back to your life, or being happy about things that, maybe you haven't been, that excited in a while, but it's like a sense of your inner child being happy too as well. So let's see what the Dalmatian Stone says. I'm just going to read a small little excerpt, and then I will, intuit from there. My brilliance oh wait, sorry, I'm on the wrong card. I guess that would help if I, was on the right page. Dalmatian Stone, Inner Child. Shake off your limits like water from a dappled coat. Shake and feel the false and the feared fly to the wind. Bound after trust, joy, and freedom, and obstacles fall behind. I chase only one prize, and loyally I lay it at your feet. You might turn it away, but the truth will return. It is my delight to bring it back to you. Okay, so this gem, the Dalmatian Stone, stimulates your solar plexus, which is your will. It's being able to, exert your will in an assertive way, and not in an aggressive or overpowering way, and not from a place of, people pleasing either. So it's just, standing in your power, really, speaking your truth. And the Orange Agate, well, let's see if I can get anything else from it. Yeah, just what I said, basically. It helps, break down internal barriers, and see the joy in life. Well, with Vibrancy, so I see like the next couple of weeks are going to be extremely, should be extremely like passionate or bright or happy, just joyful for you, So the Orange Agate card, Vibrancy, says, Don't be afraid of a little friction, a little lightning, a little spark. That's all it would take to set your world alight. Walk across the coals of life and feel the excitement rise through your bones. I am calling, urging, inciting you to life. Okay, and so this is a powerful and uplifting stone. Orange agate resonates with also the solar plexus and the root chakra and the element of fire. I think this one's the element of air, so, you know. This one is, yeah, so passion, you know, inner child. Getting that passionate, you know, fun-loving child or fun-loving energy back again. That's really what, you know, Spirit wants you to do, or, you know, is sort of urging you to allow. Just allow, I guess, allow, you know, things to flow, as they say. It sounds really cliche, I know, but something I try hard to do. Okay, so, sorry. The Empress card popped out. Interesting. So some of you could be in a really abundant time. There could be new growth. You know, you could be birthing something new, whether that be a child, whether that be an idea, or just abundance. But yeah, you're definitely, you know, coming through as a stable, grounded energy, which is great for, you know, water signs who are definitely more on the emotional side, depending on their placements. So let's just figure out a little more in depth for your situation, okay? So, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio for the rest of February, please. So your overall energy, or your overall energy of the reading of the month, the rest of the month, was the Queen of Swords. So with the Queen of Swords, I feel like, yes, you're definitely, like I said, you know, being assertive, standing up and speaking your truth, you know, cutting off things that don't serve your higher good. You know, this Queen of Swords, she's very intelligent, very cold, could seem cold, you know, but she's just ready to cut off anything that doesn't serve her, or any, you know, foolery, or anything that, you know, that she doesn't want, things that don't resonate with her, or things that, you know, don't necessarily put her in a sense of high vibration. So, you know, the energy around you is definitely, yeah, speaking your truth and just being assertive, you know, not taking shit, really, or not taking anybody's shit. That's sort of the energy I get. Now, in your situation, we have the King of Swords, which is interesting. So this could be somebody you're connected to. This could be like, you know, a divine match, as they say, or a soulmate. I don't, you know, like to get too far into that whole twin flame thing, but it could be somebody you're dealing with, an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or somebody portraying those qualities. So somebody who's very logical, very, this is what makes sense, this doesn't, calculating, you know, shrewd is the word I would use, astute even, very smart. You know, he's a strategist, or this could be, you know, you balancing that masculine and that feminine energy, you know, knowing when you have to be soft and cut things off, sort of, and like when, you know, you can be like the king and, like, you know, like off with their heads. I'm sure that I know Queen Mary Antoinette said that, but that sort of thing. I think it was, yeah, off with their heads. Okay, so what's crossing the King of Swords is the Knight of Swords. Oh, sorry, the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords for me is a card of a communication, swift communication, definitely. So this could be you or someone around you, this King of Swords. So they want to come in with quick communication. So I see messages, I see, like, they want to bring a message to you, but it's crossing them, so, like, really, I feel like they're warring with their logical mind, maybe, and their emotional self, or, yeah, like, or, you know, just not being able to decide because it's crossing, or they could be waiting for a message, you know, and they're all in their head maybe about it, or ready to cut things off, you know, the same way you are. Okay, so, at the root of the situation, or the subconscious, we have the Four of Swords, so you've definitely been, you know, I feel like you're in a state of meditation, rest, you're really just, like, relaxing, and, you know, this guy is he's like a monk, it looks like, in meditation, and he's got, like, you know, very, very peaceful, trying to find enlightenment, you know, so it's taking the time to go within to rest and really quiet your mind to be able to hear and understand that internal or intuition, you know, and understanding that inner voice. In your recent past, you have the Two of Swords, which is indecision. It's not taking the blindfold off, not making a decision, you know, not really, it's sort of like, I feel the same energy from this King of Swords crossed by the Knight of Swords is this Two of Swords. Like, for me, that's, you know, not being able to decide what you want or which way to go, just being, you know, stuck in your emotions, or, you know, stuck in your head. In the present, we have the Seven of Swords. So, this could be self-deception, it could be deception from another, it could be sneakiness, or someone, like, hiding from you. I'll clarify it further to see, but yeah, so presently, you know, you could be deceiving somebody, somebody could be deceiving you, or just trying to get away with something, or even just, you know, deceiving yourself. So, in your future, we have the Chariot, which is the card for Cancer. Well, I think that's right. To me, this is the card for Cancer, as well as the Moon. So it really looks like, you know, to me in the future, like, you will be getting in that proverbial chariot and moving on, you know, no matter which way things shake, you know what I mean, no matter what happens, you know that, you know, life goes on, you will move on, and you will do it, you know, like, nobly or rightfully, peacefully, like, just in a sense of, you'll be at peace with, you know what I mean, moving however you choose to move. So whether you choose to move forward with a relationship, or whether it doesn't pan out, you know what I mean, it's just that, you know, you're good. It's also, to me, like, balancing, you know, that inner light, or that, yeah, the inner light, and, like, the shadow light, the shadow side and the light, you know, side, balancing them to become awakened or enlightened, I shall say, bringing you to a higher consciousness. Now, sorry, in the environment, we have the Four of Cups. So this could be people around you seeing you, you know, as sad, wistful, nostalgic, like you lost something, or it could be people around you are feeling like they lost something, you missed an opportunity, you could feel like you missed an opportunity. Your unknown factors, so the unknown influence is the World card, so something is coming to an end, a cycle. It could be a cycle for you, you know, a very long cycle that is coming to an end, and, you know, with this card, I think the Chariot and the World, it almost looks like, you know, because you've integrated your shadow side and your light side, that, you know, you have realized that you are, you know, you are what you think, you manifest your own reality, right? So it's very, like, this woman looks like she's, you know, touching this there, touching that there, you know, you realize that you co-create with the universe your own reality. So, and your hopes and your fears, we have the Empress card. So you could both hope and fear, like hope that you know, have attained that level of vibrancy, like you know that you're high vibrational. You could also fear that you won't reach there. You could be just both hoping and fearing, you know, not making it to this level of, you know, vibration, like things that, negative things, you know, that will hold you down, just fearing being stuck in that, or, you know, you both hope and fear in those ways. And in the outcome card, we have the Judgment. So, I feel like this is, you know, no matter what happens, judgment has been called. So, you know, the saying, you reap what you sow, is really extremely very useful to me, or not useful, but like something I believe in, like karmic law or karma, you know what I mean? Like you do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So I feel like, you know, if you've been good, if you've been just, then, you know, judgment will be in your favor. However, if you've not been, then you will reap what you sow. You know, yeah, definitely, unless you, take it as you will, I guess. Judgment just, for me, is just, it's calling, yeah, these last few cards just are calling it into a cycle of your life, maybe that, you know, kept you stuck, down, depressed, oppressed, suppressed. Okay, so I'm going to clarify. And to clarify, I guess I'll use the Zombie Tarot. So cards I'm going to clarify is, I'm going to clarify the Seven of Swords for you. I'd also like to clarify the King of Swords, Knight of Swords. We're going to use King of Swords and then the Judgment card. Okay. So, to clarify the King of Swords. For water signs, for the month of the rest of the family. For all the cards, okay. The Seven of Swords, please. Clarify why is the Seven of Swords here for water signs. Okay. And the Judgment card. Why is Judgment here in the outcome? Okay. So, for the King of Swords, I have to clarify that the Page of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, or the Hazards, Queen of Hazards in this deck, the Nine of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. So, this King of Swords, to me, this is with the Page of Swords, so this King of Swords, you know, the Page of Swords I get is like a, you know, definitely a spying card, you know, or an energy of, you know, yeah, wanting to see what you're doing. So they could be checking up on you. With the Queen of Hazards, you know, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like they could see you doing well, whether that be emotionally, financially, you know, spiritually. They could see you being abundant, or they could, you know, be in a relationship with someone, you know, a Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords is here, or this can also be vice versa as well. But they are very, very in their head about it, you know, in the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, I really feel like this person, if it's not you, they are thinking about, what I was speaking about, like the Wheel of Fortune, everybody gets a turn on the wheel, and it's really, making them think about reaping, have they been the best person, how can they, how can they manifest abundance in their life. And now, so the Seven of Swords in the present situation. Clarify that, we have the Queen of Swords again, the Nine of Houses, and the Ace of Swords. So, Seven of Swords, yes. So I feel like, I honestly feel like this is like not, or this is a good thing, is not necessarily like deceiving. I feel like you are like your Seven of Swords, you're hiding, you're not speaking. With the Queen of Swords, you're cutting off anything that does not serve your highest good. You're not something that don't acknowledge things that are not high vibrational. And the Nine of Houses, which is the Nine of Pentacles, you're really in your independent, single, vibe or feeling. You're not taking shit from anybody, and with the Ace of Swords, like, that is the truth, like, that is your truth. You are speaking your truth, and, you don't need any relationship to satisfy you, or you don't need any person or anything, because you are, in turn, able to do that for yourself, which is a really great place to be. So I applaud you for that. And to clarify your outcome card, we got the Ten of Cups and the King of Cups. So, Judgment. Ten of Cups, King of Cups. So yeah, I feel like, this could be a judgment on a family, or emotional fulfillment, and the King of Cups. This King of Cups kind of looks like he's drowning to me, like he's about to drown. I mean, really. And in the Ten of Cups, they're like away from, this happy family is like away from, the zombies, away from the terror. So it feels like, Judgment is perhaps, you've sort of, drowned out that part of you, that lower vibrational part, the one who doesn't believe in themselves, doesn't have sort of a very high self-esteem, or listens to other people's. You're just you're coming into a very much of a higher vibration. It's definitely, also like realizing that, your emotions don't mean everything. When you learn to control your emotions is when you really become dangerous, as I say. Well, I think I read it somewhere. But, when you learn to control your emotions, then really there's nothing that can upset you. Nobody can do anything to you. You know what I mean? Because we allow people, or we allow people to treat us the way that they do. If we don't allow it, then, how are they going to treat us, like that kind of thing? So it's definitely learning that, if you don't want to be treated a certain way, or if you're, if something's unacceptable to you, then you don't need to accept it. And that is what will teach, people, it's just like living and speaking and breathing your truth every day. So that sounds very fantastic. It sounds more like a future reading, or like a life reading almost, more than like just a situational end of February. Cause I mean, or you could be just like, still getting towards this during the end of February, but definitely have faith in yourself. I love water signs. My mom's a water sign. She's Cancer. I'm Cancer moon as well, so very, very emotional. But yeah. So I hope this has helped you, and I will see you hopefully at the beginning of March next time. Okay. Have a good month, guys. Bye.